Mitrom and Bandhuvam, welcome to South Asia Maps. This is your presenter Dr. J. Reddy. This is your education channel. Mitrom, today we are exploring our fascinating population explosion series part 25. The title of the topic is, you see the UP and Bihar provinces here in the Indo-Gangetic Plain south of Nepal. UP has, as of 2023, round about 220 million people. Bihar has half of that, 110 million people. Gives round about 330 million people. UP and Bihar provinces of Bharat. United States, as of 2023, has round about 330. I put 333 so that it's easy for you to remember. You can adjust it to 333 also. So what is the topic today? We are comparing United States, the most prosperous, affluent, constitute to be affluent nation on the planet Earth, UP and Bihar. USA, UP and Bihar have 330 million people. Population equal to America. Now, aspirations of these people are also equal to America. We are talking about United Provinces and Bihar. That means these 330 million people in the Indo-Gangetic Plains are aspiring for industrial lifestyles, industrial dreams called MIC niches. Military industrial complex niches means socio-political niches of modern industrial lifestyles. So, these aspirations are faltered due to carrying capacity deficits. So, they are equal in population. This province's population equal to America, aspirations equal to America, but these aspirations will falter due to carrying capacity deficits. This habitat is suffering. Almost every habitat country in the planet Earth is suffering. So this is the ecological perspective of modern history. You see here Homo sapiens, we put HS, means a name given to scientific name, biological name of human beings, means wise. Sapiens means wise. Homo colossus means same interbreeding species with Homo sapiens, but he is a resource consumer with high resource demands, called colossus, giant human beings. Take over means humans taking over the virgin land, forest habitats from flora and fauna for their own benefit, converting a forest into a farmland, essentially taking over. Drying down means drilling for minerals, metals, coal, iron, copper, aluminum, of course the fossil fuels that improves the carrying capacity, the load the land can support indefinitely. And this is our series, that is the 25 series of population explosion. Population of USA versus Bihar, UP. Similar aspirations, but they have the similar future. In both these territories, the future will be almost similar in 2 to 3 decades. And this is not generally intuitive for most of the people, and we will go over this fascinating topic. Populations equal, aspirations equal, future of these two territories is equal. When say two means UP, Bihar and United States, the future will be the same within coming decades. Mitrom, and if you are new to my presentations, I have posted more than 400 presentations. You can go and look at it, our YouTube channel, South Asia Maps J. Reddy. The population equal to America, aspiration equal to America, future is also equal to America. As of 2023, United States has 330 million people. It also has a 330 million cars. See, as of 2022-23, there are around about 1400 million cars on the planet Earth. We are talking about just cars. We are not talking about two-wheel mopeds, bikes that are extensively used in South Asia, Southeast Asia, and so on. We are not talking about the buses, trucks, and all those things. Just cars. Remember, India has a 1400 million people. The world at this time around about 1400 million cars, among which 350 in North America, among 100 in South America, 26 in Africa, 420. You may say you make it 400 here, you make it 400, 800. The remaining 600 should come from somewhere, rest 530 already in Asia, rest 400. That means when the Lincoln was assassinated, 1865, remember, make 2000, 1865, you have 35 left over, right? There used to be 35 million Homo sapiens. During the Biden time, now there are 350, who made it 330 million Homo sapiens living in the United States. They have taken over all their land, and from coast to coast, manifest destiny, Atlantic to Pacific, became the prosperous by drawing down. If India by 2050 has around about 200 million cars, that means suppose UP Bihar is among these 200 million cars, if you give them 10% in these two provinces, maybe there are 20 million automobiles in those, maybe it is 30. That means 30 million cars here and 330 million cars here. Even if these people, everybody gets a car, that becomes 330, that will bump the automobile position of the planet Earth itself around about 2000. Enormous amount of oil has to be supplied, mined. That is not possible. So the dream of industrial lifestyles will not be possible. All the car is a detritivore, detritus means decaying dead organic matter. That is the same as the fossil fuels, coal, natural gas, and oil, which are the dead organisms of millions of years back. Geological, biological, chemical process converted them into fossil fuels. So car is a detritivore, that is consumes detritus oil. It needs oil to manufacture it, in addition to copper, iron, and so on. It needs everyday oil, fossil fuel, detritus, to run it. Even if you run the electricity cars, they're essentially detritus. Instead of oil, is coming from the coal, electricity. Essentially the same. So taking over is not possible in these two provinces. Already they took over the agricultural land, and there is not much drawing down oil and all those resources in these. That means essentially these two provinces cannot become colossal like America. There are no resources. That means the populations is equal to America, aspirations equal to America. Future will also equal to America. When I say America, once the oil depletion occurs in 2 to 3 decades in the planet Earth, American affluence will decrease very rapidly, so that we are telling their future is almost the same as America in a different sense. Almost there will be no developed country in the planet Earth. Dr. Cotton, the well-known human ecologist, says once the fossil fuel depletion occurs within 2 to 3 decades. So I talked extensively about this in the ecological series. You can say carrying capacity, the takeover, the drawing down, the two worlds, new world, old world, Homo colossus, Homo sapiens, ecological exuberance, emotional exuberance, social exuberance, political exuberance, that United States, Australia, Canada, New Zealand, etc. Now they entertain and detritus ecosystems, ecological ecologies, all those things you can go and look at them. So the taking over is not possible anymore in the Uttar Pradesh and Bihar. Already they have taken over the land. Drawing down is not possible. There are not many minerals, resources in this land, and they cannot become essentially Homo colossus, even though they have very large amount of aspirations. The reason is ecological limit constraints. Liebig's law of minimum plays a very important role. So they are equal in population, equal in aspiration. In future 2 to 3 decades, their future will also be exactly the same. There will not be much difference in any place on the planet Earth. Almost every country will be almost underdeveloped country, struggling to live and producing the basic things food. That's what we talked about. 8 billion people live in the planet Earth, 330 million people live in the United States, 1400 in the Bharat, in the Indo-Gangetic Plains from Karachi to Chittagong, around about 9 million people live. The United Provinces, UP, if you give around about 220 million people, the neighbor Bihar, 110, becomes 330. So 330 here, 330 here. They have the similar aspirations, similar expectations, similar in population size. Future will also be similar. These two provinces, UP has around about 0.25 million square kilometers, that is 250,000 square kilometers. Bihar is around about 100, you add 250 to 100 means 350, that is 0.35 millions. Rough make it 0.3, that means in 1 million you can fit 3 times UP Bihar's, and that means the United States is 10 billion square kilometers, you can fit 30 Bihar UP territories. Area wise also is very less to find the resources. More land means generally more resources, assuming good soils, good agriculture, good seasons, good like minerals and metals beneath. So they cannot make it. So no country will make it to developed country status in the coming decades. We are running out of resources now. So that is in essence about similar in population, similar in aspirations, similar in future also. Next 2 to 3 decades, we should watch that one. Thank you very much, Mitram and Bandhu. And if you like these unique, different styles of presentations, bringing ecological perspective to common topics, I really appreciate you take time and subscribe the channel, bring it to the friends' notice. Of course, you can add comments and suggestions that will help to make the channel more productive, bring the knowledge in front of many people. Dhanyavad.